So if you're going to be a good mentor, lovely Yoda there, you're thinking, well, what do I need to be a great mentor? So from a knowledge perspective, typically mentors are subject experts in the area they're mentoring in. So using my example, I'm a qualified leader, I teach leadership, so it's an ideal subject for me to talk about because I do this every day. But it could be someone's got a technical knowledge, a specific skill that they want to develop. So the person they'd go to for a mentor would be someone who has that, is an expert in that, has a proven track record. They've been there, done that, and they're credible. There's someone that you think actually they're worth listening to. And a lot of those things are very personal, very subjective. But, for someone to be a good mentor, they have to know what they're talking about within the context of that relationship. Some of the skills to be a good mentor, you've got to be a good communicator. You've got to be a good listener and a good storyteller. And I think my experience of mentoring or being mentored, often I've learned more from just someone telling me a story than I have necessarily from any practical pointed guidance. This was my situation. This is what happened. This is what I did. This was the outcome. And I think, the ability to take people with you, tell a story is absolutely a great skill to have in a mentor. And then the final thing, again, is around the behaviours. And again, I come back to you've got to want to do it. But, as a mentor, you do have to understand that you're going to be dealing with people. You're prepared to be honest, kind and supportive, trustworthy. There's a degree of confidentiality when it comes to mentoring. If people are going to really be able to benefit from that relationship, you've got to be balanced in terms of not sharing what they're telling with you, not sort of going back and reporting, and being really clear around, what confidentiality looks like, what the purpose of this is. But most of all, you've got to be someone that is doing it for me for the right reasons.